Welcome in. I have no idea if this is going to work because the internet has been falling down on its face for the last couple minutes, but it's working at the moment. So if we end up, losing you, sorry, but that's what happens when I'm not at home. Appreciate it. Nathan's here with us tonight, which means that we can split comments. It means I'm not going to get worn out. So you guys can drop your questions, drop your comments, and also you can go to the site. I pinned the comment at the top where you can get your questions answered through the site on flockfantasy.com. This is going to be the best way to do it. So I would highly recommend you submit your questions there and in that format. And we will, like I said, be answering as many of these questions as we can today for you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And yeah, Nathan, I'll let you take some of the first couple questions here. But
yeah, top question we've got from, and the question's blocking it. Can you click on the question?
Yeah,
Can't
Jacob.
see it all because it's being blocked.
Yeah. Jacob says 14-team, 2-2, half PPR. Mahomes, Henry, Aaron Jones, Waddle, McLaurin, Mooney, Conklin. You've got Spears, Mostert, Bigsby, Hill, Dortch, Schultz. You got Brown and Hawkinson. Any advice or buy low trade targets? Overall, in a 14-team, Henry, Aaron Jones. Yeah, Waddle, McLaurin. I mean, you got to get those guys back from IR. Once you do that, I feel like you're going to be sitting a lot prettier. So, definitely.
Yeah. You'll probably have to take the L this week because you've got the Eagles on bye. You got AJ Brown on bye, right?
Yeah.
So,
2 and 3 won't bury you, though. So.
No.
Jacob
says also won 2 weeks in a row.
Nice. Good stuff, man.
Yep.
Hunter?
Hunter says, I'm 1-3, need to trade Wilson. Thoughts on Wilson for Godwin or Olave? I would just hold there. I think if you're going to go for either of those guys, probably go with Godwin over Olave, but I would still stick with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm not super hype on selling him low right now, so I'm kind of curious to see how the Jets get better. Obviously, you got the fear of Devontae Adams, but that's, again, kind of just a shot in the dark. You don't really know where Devontae Adams is actually going to end up going.
Thoughts on what to do with Rice?
Keep him on your roster for now until we hear an official ACL diagnosis.
I mean, if you can sell Rice, are you doing that?
No, honestly.
Really? You're just going to hold him? I feel like if somebody's stupid enough to buy you, do it. There's no way that dude didn't tear his ACL, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, they've been so hush about it. Like, if he comes back even in 8 to 10 weeks, like it's worth it for what people are selling him for,
Yeah, I guess that may be true. All right, we're going to switch over to the site and do some questions over here for a little bit. Like I said, guys, you can drop your questions using the link in the pinned comment, and we will answer this. We will answer all your questions here. So like I said, it's really easy. Once you get signed up once, use code domain. You don't have to do it again. It's just like a super chat, but it looks way better. It's a lot more fun. We can give you a lot better advice this way. And so we're going to jump over here and do something. We got a trade from Zark. And this one is interesting. I don't know if you saw this one, Nathan. But this is going to be Zach Ertz, Chris Olave, and Bijan. He's going to get back Xavier Worthy, A.J. Brown, and Trey McBride.
Where is that? I can't even see it.
I might have finished it earlier, actually.
Oh, did you?
I wonder if my screen's just not refreshed.
I would refresh your page because
there we go. We have lots of teams in there, but no trade questions. So I must have answered it already. All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. So if anybody else wants to,
which one did you answer though?
The trade question. There's no trade questions in there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at the trade right now. Which one did you take?
I think I said to hold the Bijan side because you'd be selling low on Bijan and you'd be selling low on selling low on Olave. So
Olave.
Yeah. So you guys can submit.
AJ Brown is a return in bad though.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
I know. I feel like you're buying. Xavier Worthy kind of high too. So like that's the other thing. But Brown's not bad there. So. All right, I'll let you take some.
Brown and Bijan, how do you view Brown and Bijan for the rest of the season? Same tier, probably?
Probably, yeah. But I like Olave over Worthy, and I don't feel like getting McBride there is helping you that much. So, We have a super chat from Mondo. Who should I trade Mason for? Tight end premium, I'm 4-0.
We skipped a guy. Let's do Joshua first.
I knew that. Josh, appreciate you. Sorry. If Neighbors is out.
Neighbors is out, who's hurt? Yeah.
Wandale, Wicks, or Pickens?
Pickens.
Yeah.
You start Pickens.
I think Neighbors will be out. I mean, they've definitely been talking like he's going to be out. And then, yeah, I think you've got to go. Pickens there. Pickens is really the only true one out of the guys on that list, and he has the highest upside for sure. He's had some decent games. He doesn't get a lot of red zone targets is the thing. And so he hasn't really scored a lot of touchdowns. But if he scores some touchdowns.
He got a lot last week.
Yeah.
And he freaking dropped one in the end zone.
Yeah. So I mean, heck, I think you roll with Pickens here, man. Good question.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you. Now we'll go to Mondo's. I'll let you take this one.
It says, who should I trade Mason for? Tight end premium. I'm 4-0. If you're 4-0, stick with Mason, man. I'm not trading him if you're 4-0.
Yeah, no.
Seriously.
I'm with you.
In fantasy, he's great. He is consistently high B tier, low A tier. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Cameron says, start Rashad, Bucky, or Trey Sermon. If JT doesn't play, I think you got to start Trey Sermon because he's not going to be in a committee, right?
Yeah. No, I think so too. Yeah, although Trey Sermon is worse than those guys, that's for sure.
Yeah, but again, it's about volume.
Yeah.
And Sermon has been productive with volume in the past.
That's debatable. When has he been productive?
Well, I mean, last year when he was on the Colts.
Yeah. I don't think he's good. I wonder if they just give Goodson more work. I mean, it's Trey Sermon. Like, let's see.
So last year.
I mean, he only had.
This year he got a goal line carry against Chicago.
I know.
Which is very frustrating. Towards the end of the year. Oh, he didn't play against Houston. Who played against Houston? Was he injured? I thought he played in that game.
Goodson. You don't remember that, dude?
It was, well, I remember the drop, but I thought Sermon played that game too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the one game that JT didn't play against Pittsburgh, lo and behold, last year he had 17 carries for 88 yards. Wasn't able to bring in a touchdown, but that was the game where he got like all of the work because I think Moss was out that week too. Moss was out and JT was out. He got all the work. He got 17 carries. So, I mean, you throw a touchdown in there, he's probably going to be productive. But,
so, do you think that he's worth like $27 fab?
Absolutely not.
That was so funny, dude.
One game, no.
And the funniest part about it was like that Corey had made a video like 2 weeks ago trashing everybody for like throwing away their waiver dollars. And then he overspent by like $20 on Trey Sermon. I'm like, dude.
Yeah. Honestly, waiver dollars is like you spend on whoever you want to spend on. Because clearly there's no next Puka.
True.
Like I spend $7 on Mike Williams because why the heck not? His usage is going up. So it's just I don't know. Like it's kind of whatever. I feel like everyone's just waiting for a huge splash, and I don't think you're going to get that this year.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all, check out the pinned comment. Go submit your questions there. We're going to be answering questions over there while we can. But once we get some questions over there, we'll switch over and start answering some of them. Dang. 8 team reviews today. That's going to take a while. You want to take some comment questions, Nathan?
Yeah. So we've got a question from Jacob. Says, what's up, bro? How we feeling about Bucky and Mike Evans tonight? I have Gibbs on bye, and my bench wide receivers are Tyreek and Waddle. So I have to roll out Mike Evans tonight. I think that's fine. You're going to be fine with Mike Evans. If you're talking about Bucky versus Rashad White, I don't know. Avery, do you know off the top of the head? Off the top of the head, what the splits were?
No.
Week? Okay.
They were pretty. They were almost 50-50. So they were really close.
I'm actually very curious because I know they both got goal line carries.
They both did get goal line carries.
Rashad still got plenty of receiving usage.
Yep.
And when it went down, here, I give me a second to pull this up because this will be interesting. Keep talking.
Talk. Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty close. Here's the thing, though. Like, I think while one of them is irrelevant, I think they're both kind of unstartable. So, or you don't really
so
want to
goal line
start them.
carries, it was 4-4.
Yeah.
It was a 50-50 split, but they both got 4 goal line carries apiece. Like, that's pretty good for both of them. Early downs, it was Rashad White. All plays, it was Rashad White. Short yardage, 50-50. Third downs, Rashad White. And 2-minute drill, Rashad White.
But it was pretty close. Like, on the ones where Rashad White
production-wise, it was close.
But, like, what about all plays? What was the total split?
Total plays, it was 40 for Rashad. It was 26 for Bucky.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, I mean, that's not
Rashad had the advantage, or it was 50-50 everywhere. But again, you're expecting, to me, Bucky Irving is to Rashad White what Tyjae Spears is to Tony Pollard, right?
Yeah.
Pollard's probably going to be a little less efficient because he's going to get more usage. Tyjae's probably going to take some things away from Pollard. Same with Bucky and Rashad. I probably, just from a volume perspective and the receiving usage, I would still give the edge to Rashad right now.
Yeah.
I think he still had like a 11-point game or something last week. So,
yeah, I get you. Yeah, I mean, he's not been bad. It's just, I honestly think if he were to score touchdowns, people wouldn't even freaking care. So we got a super chat from Era Sight. Appreciate you, man. It's a 14-team Marvin Harrison Jr. and T. Higgins for A.J. Brown, George Piggins, and Tank Dell. I have Nico. Okay. Well. I'm not feeling that one. Nathan, what do you think? I think you just keep the best player in that deal and just keep Marv.
You sure Marv's the best player in that deal?
Okay, well.
Compared to A.J. Brown rest of the season?
I mean, the one advantage Marv does have. First of all, is A.J. Brown practicing?
They're on bye, so I would assume not.
So he'll probably come back, though. I mean, because that is the one thing that Marv has over him right now. But, okay, yeah, no. I mean, healthy, obviously, it's A.J. Brown. However, T. Higgins versus Pickens, and then Tank. Okay, I mean, I guess that's fine.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd take the A.J. side.
I mean, I don't like having Dell and Nico, especially if you have to start both of them. That kind of sucks.
It is nice insurance, though.
Yeah, that's true. If you're into that,
because again, Pickens and Higgins, sure, you can give the edge to Higgins, but Pickens has actually technically been more productive.
Right. Yeah.
And then Dell's really just a depth piece there. Marv has had, again, last 3 weeks, 29, 17, 15 points. He's had 8, 11, and 6 targets, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 1 touchdown. So really, a lot of that was one of the biggest questions coming into the year. Is his production was really based on where is his usage going to be on the field? A lot of it has been in the red zone.
Yeah.
Which is good, but also a little bit risky. I think A.J. Brown's probably a little bit safer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm honestly good with that.
Yeah.
And a 14-team, depth is going to be a little bit more important there too. So.
Yeah.
All right, super chat down here. In shambles injury-wise, I feel you, man. You got Love, Hall, Achane. You got Neighbors, Adams. You got Rice injury. You have Tank, Irving, Rome, Kittle, Braylon, Robinson, Roshan. Any advice looking to trade Adams? Whew. Honestly, I would hold Adams until he gets traded.
I would hold him too.
I feel like it's only going to be another week, maybe, if he doesn't get traded before this week. And at that point, I feel like he's going to have a lot more value for you to play with, and you probably get a better return on him in a trade. So I think I would just hold until then. Now, in terms of the other guys, Neighbors, I think you hold. Hall's fine. Love is fine. Achane, obviously, you have the Tua injury. Tank, Irving, Rome, Kittle, Brent. I don't think you're, I mean, Rice obviously hurts you. But, I mean, I think it depends on your record. I feel like you ride this out, though, until you know that you absolutely need to down tier from one of Hall, Achane, or Neighbors, because that's your next move. Like, if this team, if you're really not getting it done, which I'm going to assume this is a 12 team, if you're really not getting it done, you're going to have to down tier, I feel like. Now, you can trade Adams, but I feel like you're trading him for pennies on the dollar compared to what you could get for him here in a week. So I can give you guys that are value adjacent to Devontae Adams real quick. Let me just go ahead and look. This is rest of season. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, so Adams, we're looking at guys in that range being at running back, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Josh Jacobs. At wide receiver, Ayuk, Olave, Evans, Cooper Kupp, Jaden Reed, DJ Moore. So, like, there's a handful of those guys there if you're talking about trading Devontae Adams. I would trade him for – would you trade him for Mike Evans, Nathan? Right now?
Devontae?
Yeah.
Probably.
I would trade him for Mike Evans. I probably wouldn't trade him for Walker just yet. I'd trade him for Debo. I'd trade him for Joe Mixon. I would trade him for DK. I would trade him for London. So those guys, like, but I mean, if you're not getting that type of return, which you might not be, I mean, a lot of people are just straight up freaking out about him and also not valuing him correctly. So I think at that point you just hold. But again, depending on your record, if you're 0-4, yeah, looking for a haul bundle, not sure what to target with him. Okay. So like I said, with Breece, you've got more working capital. But again, if you can, I would sell Breece after this week because Breece is coming off a week where he didn't do anything. So, you know, you're going to kind of be – he's second. I'm 2-2. You have the fourth most points. Yeah, I don't think you make a move here. I don't think you make a move. You got the fourth most points, man. You can just write it out. If you get to like 2-4 or 3-5 or something like that, then you can think about like, okay, let's down tier and let's get a couple wins here because the core of your team is solid. But part of it is your team has just underperformed recently. So let's just be patient there, I think, and you'll be okay. I'll let you take Ernie Poo-Poo, Nathan.
Yeah, Ernie Poo-Poo says start Garrett Wilson or Caleb Williams in the super flex spot. Oh, boy. Probably Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, yeah.
It's a little bit risky.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at least it's got an elite wide receiver, so.
Yeah, we've got Wilson ranked a bit higher this week.
Yeah.
With his matchup, I think he's going to have a solid week.
Samuel says trade.
Samuel Piazza.
Go ahead, bud. You got it.
Trade Addison and Chase Brown for Devontae Adams, half PPR 14 team. Yes. I think I'd do that. I like Addison.
I'm doing that.
I like Adams more.
I'm doing that.
So.
Hopefully you have the depth to make that trade. It's a 14 team, so hopefully Chase Brown's not somebody you're leading on. It's like a borderline flex every week. But if you have the depth to make this move, definitely take the best player in the deal in Devontae Adams. So that's not even close for me. Appreciate ya. Okay, I'll make sure let's see if we have any site questions. Like I said, guys, go on the site, submit. We can give you some more in-depth breakdowns of your questions, trades, and things like that. But it looks like we don't. So let's just keep answering super chats while they come in. Cash money.
Cash money.
Flex Wicks, Flowers, or Eckler if B-Rob doesn't play. It sucks that B-Rob's hurt. Man, are you still going to go Flowers, even with everything that's happened with him?
Yep. This week we've got Flowers ranked over those other guys. So.
Who do the Ravens have this week? I don't remember.
I will tell you here in a sec.
I know
this week the Ravens have.
I know it.
They all the weeks are jumbling together.
I know.
They've got Cincinnati, which is not a bad matchup actually.
That's not a bad matchup. So, yeah, I'd go Flowers there, buddy. Appreciate you, Cameron. Should I drop Wicks to pick up Chubb? Have we heard anything about Chubb's injury, Nathan? Anything?
His practice window is opened, but I'm not sure if he's actually practicing, right? Because they just have to, once their practice window opens, when they're off PUP, they have to practice within a 2 to 3 week window. And if they don't, then they go on like season-ending IR. I think
he practiced. Yeah, he did practice today, I think.
Going to be probably quite a ramp-up period.
I think so too. Okay, so are you taking? I
don't think I'd.
You wouldn't do it?
I'd stick with Wicks.
I think I would too. Buying in on somebody who just obliterated their knee kind of scares me. So I'll let you take this next one here.
Yeah, Frizzle says 14-man standard. I'm 1-3, 12th in points for, 13th in points against. Murray, Olave, JSN, Bijan, Eckler, Ferguson, Wicks. Is this the week I bounce back, or do I make changes? Your bench is Mixon, Devonta Smith, Ridley, Bigsby, Algier, Leggett. Oh, man.
And a 14 team, too.
Looks like Mixon has just killed you because of the injury. Smith has killed you because of the injury. Ridley has killed you because of Levis. Eckler was out with a concussion last week after having a productive week the time before.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be fine, man.
Yeah, honestly. I'm not super worried about this team. I'm really surprised you're 1-3. I'm also really surprised your points for is that low. So I personally, man, I think you're good. I think you ride it out.
Tight end is disgusting too.
Yeah.
If you can sell Ferguson, for any running back or wide receiver that you can easily flex and then just totally fade tight end, stream it every single week, I would definitely recommend doing that.
Yeah, I'm with you. But yeah, I mean, again, overall, like, make sure you're plugging Mixon in. I know he's on your bench for Eckler. Devonta Smith, obviously, when he comes back. The rest of you got Leggett, and that's also he kind of projects well rest of the season as well. So I like that. Appreciate you, man. Brandon, what's up? Should I trade Olave for Jacobs from hurting at running back or aim for somebody else? Honestly, Olave for Jacobs, I don't think that's that bad. I think I would do that. I mean, they're about valued in the same spot rest of the season. I'm going to verify that on my rankings, but I'm pretty sure that's not a bad trade.
Yeah.
I have Olave at 27. I have Jacobs at 32. So they're pretty close.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you good with that?
Jacobs has scored 12, 13, 5, and 11 points first 4 weeks and has had 0 touchdowns.
Which tells you what?
I mean, honestly, high floor.
Yeah. Yep.
Promising outlook because, I mean, at some point the floodgates are going to open and he's going to get touchdowns.
Well, and the offense is going to continue to get better as well. So, like, Love is going to continue to kind of get his feet back under him. So, I appreciate you, Brandon. Thanks so much.
Yep.
All right. I'll jump back up to the top here. Traded J.K. Dobbins and Brian Thomas Jr. for Devontae Adams and Rachaad White. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Like, I mean, I feel like you're talking about Rachaad White and J.K. Dobbins. They're equivalent, probably. Brian Thomas and Devontae, you give the slight edge to Devontae Adams. So, I had Brian Thomas ranked pretty high rest of the season. I did my Dynasty rankings yesterday, Nathan. It took me forever. Oh, my gosh. It was awful. But I had Brian Thomas. I think he's top 20 for me. Easy. So, he's pretty good. Are we accepting a trade for Lawrence for McCarthy in a mid-first and a 26 seconds? I personally, I would take this in a rebuilding team. I'd smash this trade. Like, what has Lawrence done to separate himself from any other QB you're rostering in any type of fantasy football format? Nothing. And you get 2 firsts on top? That's a freaking smash, dude. Andy Dalton or Kirk Cousins this week? I think we have Cousins higher, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, let's go Cousins. Let's jump down to Ralph here. Ralph, appreciate you, my friend. Stacked at wide receiver. You got Lamb, Jefferson, Debo, Wilson, and Kupp on IR. You've got Connor, Moss, Dowdle, Monty. Is it worth trading away Kupp +1 for a better running back? I mean, your receivers are pretty freaking stacked. The problem is, you know, Garrett Wilson has underperformed. Debo has been hurt. Kupp has been hurt. So, like, you really only had JJ. I honestly don't think your running backs are the problem, man. Like, you've got James Conner and David Montgomery. Like, that's really not that bad of a running back room. He says it's a 10 team. So in a 10 team, you know, you are probably going to want some more upside there. So, all right, let's try it. Let's take Kupp and let's pair Kupp with man. I don't know. I would probably do Kupp with Connor. And at that point, you should try to get to like a James Cook, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, Kyron Williams type. Like, that's where the rankings say. I have a hard time believing on the market you're actually going to get that. So at that rate, I think you just hold because you hope Kupp comes back. So tell me, Ralph, what your record is in the comments, and I can, you know, kind of formulate my answer a little bit better there. But that's kind of my Nathan. Do you have any thoughts on that? It's kind of my initial analysis of that one.
No, I agree with you there. I think it would be nice to know his record for sure.
Yes, yeah, it would. But appreciate your Ralph. Like I said, guys, head over to the site,
Hunter.
drop your questions there. We can answer those. But I'll let you take Hunter's question right here.
Well, Hunter says 25 first, 25 second, and Watson for Wilson. Who wins and why? Which Watson?
Christian?
That's what I need to know first. Christian or Deshaun?
Doesn't matter. Probably not. I would
Garrett
take
Wilson either way.
I was gonna take Garrett Wilson either way. Yeah. So I hope it's a super flex league, and I hope it's Christian Watson. So you didn't, but still, like it's a win. So it doesn't matter.
I mean, unless you're a rebuild and you're giving up your own first as a rebuild for Garrett Wilson, plus some pieces, I'd probably just stick with the first for now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Try my luck. But yeah. Otherwise, I'm taking Wilson there.
Ralph says he's 3-1. So I mean, Ralph, I think you just roll. I think you roll. You're 3-1 with that roster, man.
Yep.
You're gonna be good when those guys make it back healthy. So I think you're good there. Appreciate you.
Agreed.
All right. Thoughts on Nick Chubb? I think we kind of covered that. You know, he practiced for the first time today. Probably going to be a pretty slow ramp up, we think. So, would you rather have Jacobs or Aaron Jones? I would rather have Jacobs rest of the season. Should I try to package Waddle or McLaurin with Justice Hill for Ayuk, Garrett Wilson, or Higgins? I would try to go Garrett Wilson there for sure, 100%. If you can settle for, honestly, I would go Waddle probably as well. McLaurin's somebody I think actually projects pretty well rest of the season with how good Jaden Daniels has looked. So if you can go Wilson, I think I would do that. And my second choice there would probably be probably Ayuk still. So,
yeah.
All right. Just so you guys know,
Next.
the internet's a little bit sketchy. So if you lose this, it's because of the internet. I see it's jumping up and down a little bit now, but I'll let you keep going. Yeah, it is.
Could I get your thoughts on which three to start? Deontay, Drake London, BTJ, and Dontavion Wake's been struggling with wide receivers since Cup's injury and Zay Flowers' output not reflecting where I drafted him. All right. Automatically Deontay and Drake London between Brian Thomas and Dontavion Wakes. Brian Thomas is playing the Colts second. There, it's an automatic smash start Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
So we'll go with those three. Gavin says, howdy, gentlemen. Thanks for everything, guys. You guys do.
Appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you, Gavin. Start three, PPR, Deontay, Garrett Wilson, Cooper, Marv, Drake London. How do you have that many good guys? It's Marv, it's London, and for us this week, it is going to be Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Actually, do we have Amari Cooper ranked over him? Let me
Over
double check
Wilson?
that.
Actually, we might. I think we had Garrett Wilson at like 18 this week.
We have Amari Cooper over Garrett Wilson by just a couple spots.
All right, well then let's go Cooper then.
Yep.
All right, next one here.
You and I do have differing rankings with him, though.
That doesn't surprise me. Sadly, I have to make an awful decision. Should I start Pitts tonight or risk Njoku Sunday? Yeah, that sucks. I would probably practice yesterday, but sat out to rest today. I would probably just start Pitts, honestly. I'd just start the guy that you have. That's what I would be doing. Nathan, what do you think?
Holy crap, dude. Sorry, I just realized that you and I have Garrett Wilson this week 7 spots apart.
I have him higher probably, right?
You've got him at you have him at 11. I have him at 18.
Who do they play this week?
They're in London playing Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep, I remember that now. Kobe says I traded Bijan and Ford for Mixon and Mason. Yeah, okay, all right. I have Pacheco, Sharps, Sermon, Roshan. Did I lose in a 14 team?
Bad.
You know, it's not that bad. I would have probably preferred the Bijan side. What do you think, Nathan? Would you have taken the Mixon side?
I honestly don't. I don't blame you taking the Mixon and Mason side, especially if you're a not big on CMC coming back anytime soon. I think it's totally fine.
I think we used up our good grace with the internet, Nathan, because it's gone. So
cool.
We'll call it there. But all right, guys, we appreciate you. Sorry, my internet's going crazy, but so we'll jump off of here. But if I have time, I'll jump on tonight after the game. No promises, though, because I am on vacation. So appreciate you guys jumping on. We'll have a video coming out tomorrow about some rookie wide receivers, so make sure you're looking out for that. But love you guys. Stay safe. See you later. Peace out.